Hey guys, it's Take My Music Break Your Face here, and today I'm going to be doing an album review. My first album review, and after I've been saying for about a month that I'll be doing an album review, but anyways, this is it. I'm here. I'm reviewing my first album, and the album that I'm going to be reviewing today is called The Black Market by Rise Against. It just came out on the 15th of July this month, and I actually got it the day after it came out. I was planning on getting it the 15th, but we had to go to we had some family vacation stuff, and we had to travel some places. So I ordered it online. I got it the next day, put it on my iPod, and while I was vacationing, I was listening to it, and um I guess that's really just where it kicks into the review part. Um, the Black Market. It's a really odd, rather odd uh, title for an album. Rise Against has always been what you would call a punk melodic hardcore band. They've always been just so they they they've been they've always been true to their genre. They've never really. I feel like it's Rise Against is one of those bands who really doesn't need to change their sound of their music in order to stay relevant with the current trends and such. So with this album, with that said, this album is um is something that I've heard before. And by that, I'm not saying that I've heard the song before, but by that, I feel like I've got the same vibe from the past album. Still hardcore in your face, but that's where it takes me to what I want to talk about next. This album is definitely not on par with their past albums. This is definitely one of their more melodic, I guess you can say, melodic albums. I guess I can sort of relate it to Appeal to Reason, where they completely ditched punk punk vibe and went for more of an alternative sound, and that's kind of that's I feel like it kind of got took fans away from what they really heard, from what they really liked of Rise Against. So from doing that with Appeal to Reason, it was just a bad step in Rise Against directions. They probably thought that they really needed to change things up, but as fans started declining with the release of Appeal to Reason, then they noticed that being punk and melodic hardcore is really where they should be. And this album, The Black Market, is somewhat of a cousin to Appeal to Reason. I don't want to. I keep going back to Appeal to Reason because I want to say that it's more of the black sheep of the family, because it's not really what their sound used to be. I really enjoy their beginning albums, such as RPM, Siren Song of Counterculture, and the Unraveling. I really enjoy those three albums, and I feel like towards The Sufferer and the Witness, which I personally believe is their worst album, they really started to decline in what they were really known for, what they had originated from. And with Appeal to Reason, they completely ditched their punk and melodic hardcore vibes. So they completely ditched that in Appeal to Reason. But with this one, with The Black Market, I feel like they really went back to that. and Endgame was sort of a step back into the right direction after Appeal to Reason. Endgame was really going back towards what the Sufferer and the Witness had, with still having that melodic hardcore vibe, but also having more of an alternative pl- um, plain feel. So with Endgame, I feel like it really sounds a whole lot like The Sufferer and the Witness, just a little bit more stepped back into the punk category, the punk genre. And with this one, The Black Market, I feel like they completely did it. Although that really contradicts what I said of it being very similar to the Appeal to Reason. And what I'm trying to explain there is that this album, The Black Market, is more like very calm album. It's not a whole lot in your face. It's more of a just like watch us do this. This is us, and we're pretty sure you're gonna like it. That's what I'm getting from like the general feel from the album, like as them really like as a whole as they release it. So I feel like that's actually a pretty good step that they should be going through, that they should be going to with this album. It definitely is a black sheep of the entire category of their albums, entire list of their albums, because it's just so out there. It's so sound defying of what they really of what they really of like what they were really known for. But like I said that the same thing with Appeal to Reason, but they did that in a way that really took really pushed fans away. And this album, they're doing the same thing, slightly changing their sound, but I feel it would bring back those fans, bring back those fans that they pushed away, and show them that that they haven't changed, that this is really them. So, with that being said, I'll go through the track listing. The Great Die Off is a fabulous, amazing freaking song, amazing starter intro song that really just kicks you like in the face or wherever, like slaps you in the face with its dick, and just says, "Whoa, assholes, we're back." And then it goes straight into "I Don't Want to Be Here Anymore," which is the first single off of their album. And I mean, like, I don't have to tell you about that because it's a single, right? Okay. Tragedy in Time, Tragedy Plus Time, is personally my favorite song off the album. It's very uplifting. I get like a very positive vibe from it, and I just love the way it feels, the way it sounds. Tim McIlrath's voice is just amazing on that song. The Black Market is not the best song on the album, but it's still pretty good. The Eco Terrorist in Me is the second single off the album, so I'm not going to talk about that one. Sudden Life is also a good song. A Beautiful Indifference, probably a little better than Sudden Life. Methadone is better than Sudden Life and A Beautiful Difference. Zero Visibility is worse than Methadone. Is not well. I don't want to say worse. Not as good as Methadone, but still a good song. Wake Too Long is a good song. People Live Here is a good song. The only acoustic track on the album. And Rise Against is actually known for doing a few acoustic songs on each album, like Swing Life Away off of Cyrus Song and the Counterculture, and Hero of War off of Appeal to Reason, and then Bridges, which is the outro song. There is actually a bonus track on this album, but is not available in the US. It's only a Japanese bonus track, so that's just... But anyways, this in general is a good album. It stands out from the rest um, in the sound area. They really change. Like people say that it sounds like the same old good old Rise Against them, but I completely have to disagree with them. It is Rise Against, but it's something completely, it's something different, it's something new, it's something fresh, and that's what I like to see in artists and bands that have been at it for over a decade now. So, um, with that being said, that's my album review. I know it's not the best; it's my first one. I'm sorry, you guys, if I disappointed you in any way. This is my album review. This is solely based off of opinion. It's not a fact. Nothing is fact. It's my opinion. It's what I think of the album. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with the world. Share my beautiful, amazing bed with the world. Share my amazing glasses with the world. That looks cool. And I'll see you all again very soon, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the album review. And I'll be uploading... Oh my god, my chin is disgusting. I'll be uploading a cover, another cover of one of my favorite songs. And probably next week, maybe? Maybe? Or in a few days. So, I'll see you all again very soon, you guys. And bye-bye.